This is Ken Matler with the 8:55 edition of KOL Continuous Coverage. President Nixon has signed the Postal Reform Bill, completely revamping the mail service and raising wages for postal employees. West Germany and the Soviet Union have signed a non-aggression pact. In ceremonies at the Kremlin, the treaty, at least formally, settles many disputed issues between Bonn and Moscow. The Army is making preparations to unload nerve gas rockets from 2 trains for placement on an old freighter and disposal at sea. The nonprofit Environmental Defense Fund of New York is ready today to file suit in a Washington court to seek a temporary restraining order against the action, contending it creates a health hazard. Western Airlines Flight 722 landed safely in Seattle last night despite a bomb threat made while the plane was in the air from Anchorage to Seattle. The plane, which carried 118 passengers and a crew of 7, circled SeaTac Airport for nearly an hour while a search was made for a bomb. None was found. Officials of Western Airlines in Anchorage say a telephone bomb threat was made after the plane left Anchorage yesterday afternoon. The line says it paid $25,000 for information on the location of the bomb aboard the plane. The airline says a bank messenger delivered $25,000 in cash to an address in downtown Anchorage after the threatening phone call. R.L. Malley, officer in charge of the Anchorage office of the FBI, says his agency is investigating the case. The city and cars, again, the subject of the Seattle City Council.
Seattle City Councilman Ted Best says that 134 city-owned vehicles are being driven home after work nightly by employees. A city ordinance limits the numbers of such cars to 17, and Best says the council will have to decide whether to permit the increased use of the city cars or demand that city ordinances be followed. Best says only the city engineer and his assistant chief are allowed to drive city-owned cars home after work. However, he says 36 others in the engineering department have been using cars for that purpose. From City Hall, George Garrett, KOL.